Welcome to Christiana Pranayama, where the threefold path of mental, physical, and spiritual mastery intersect in occult asana practice. Today's yoga class is all about the 17th card in the major arcana, the star, which represents hope, inspiration, and spiritual renewal. We will be exploring these themes today with a guided meditation and yoga sequences based on the star tarot card. Later, we will learn a pranayama technique for promoting mental focus, calming the nervous system, and enhancing respiratory efficiency called Chandra Bedana, or moon breathing. At the end of class, I'll challenge you with the question to ponder for the coming week based on the star and the flow discovered during our guided meditation. Grab a seat on your mat and let's get started. The wisdom of the star invites you to trust your intuition, embrace hope, take time for healing and self-nurturing activities, and expressing your creativity. The star also encourages you to set new goals and embark on a journey of personal growth and self-discovery. This card is often depicted with a naked figure pouring water from 2 jugs into a pool or river, symbolizing the flow of spiritual energy and the nourishment of both the conscious and unconscious mind. The star is also associated with the sign of Aquarius, and according to tropical astrology, we now have Venus, Mars, and Pluto in Aquarius, while in sidereal and Vedic astrology, we currently have the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn still in Aquarius. Practicing a yogic sequence for this major arcana tarot card is a perfect fit to round out our trip through the water bearer constellation, no matter which astrology you subscribe to. Let's open class with an Om to soothe our vagus nerve and activate our parasympathetic nervous system, followed by a few moments of silence to tap into our breath, into our bodies, into our mat, and into presence. Deep inhale in. Imagine yourself in a meadow on a cloudless night. The stars shining so brightly you can see every blade of grass around you, and even the trees bordering this huge open meadow. You hear a babbling brook and walk through the tall grass towards the sound. You come upon a small, crystal clear fairy pool being fed by a tinkling baby waterfall. You watch as the waterfall ripples out the surface of the fairy pool. You begin to notice your right hand. It's wet. And as you look down at your right palm, you can see water trickling out of the center of it. As you continue to breathe, the water coming from your palm intensifies into a steady stream. Point your palm at the pool and watch the water pouring out from your palm of the hand into the pool. And now notice your left hand. It's becoming itchy and dry. So you kneel at the edge of the pool and set your left hand in the water. As soon as you do, you can feel your left palm opening and sucking the water into and up your left arm. It fills your entire body with cool, clear, healing water. The stream of water coming out of your right hand intensifies, and you continue to channel it back into the pool. Let this continuous cycle of water continue to flow through your body for a few moments feeling it flow throughout your entire being. Begin to deepen your breath and feel the flow of water lessen, slowly becoming a small stream out of your right hand, less and less and less, until only a few drops escape. Lift your left hand from the pool and bring your palms together at heart center. Give thanks to the pool, the meadow, and the starry night sky for showing you how to cycle through these healing waters. You can come back here anytime to find your equilibrium and inspiration. We will continue to rest here for a few moments. Relax your mind. Listen to the tall grass around you and the babbling waterfall. Now, feel into your sit bones. Feel your clothes on your body. Feel the temperature of the room you are currently sitting in, and come back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Flutter open the eyes. Excellent work today. So now, staying seated on your mat in a cross-legged position, we'll begin some kundalini circles in a clockwise direction, inhaling as the chest comes forward and exhaling as we round the spine back. And then we'll circle in the other direction. Inhaling when your chest is forward, exhaling when you round your spine towards the back. One more. Great. Coming back to center, place your right hand on the mat and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling, bending over to the right side. Breathe into the left side body. Beautiful. Switch sides. Left hand on the mat, right arm comes up to the ceiling, bending to the left, breathing into the right side body. Inhale the arms up overhead. And easy twist to the right. Left hand on the outside of the right knee. Right hand behind you, looking back over your right shoulder with your eyes as far as you can. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist just a little more. Inhale back to center, let it go. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left side. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. Left hand behind you, looking over your left shoulder with your eyeballs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist a little more. Great. Bring it back to center. Let it go. And then holding on to your shoulders with your hands, you're going to inhale your elbows up to the ceiling. And then exhale, open them up like butterfly wings, bringing them back down to the body. Inhale the elbows up. Exhale, roll them down. One more together. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Open your arms out wide, your palms facing the mat, and you're going to lift your hands up, leading with your middle finger, trying to point to your ears with your middle finger. It's not going to be possible. Pushing out with the heels of the hands. And then exhale, let the hands fall to the ground, or the fingers actually point to the ground. Arms are still out wide. Inhale, the fingertips up. Exhale, fingertips down. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, fingertips down. 2 more. Inhale, fingers up. Exhale, fingers down. Trying to keep the shoulders relaxed if you can. 1 more time. Inhale, fingers up. Exhale, fingers down. Beautiful. Meet me in tabletop pose. Knees directly under hips. Wrists directly under shoulders. Drop the belly. Lift the gaze. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. 3 more on your own time. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Final 1. Really push it to the extreme here. Exhale, round as much as you can. Beautiful. Letting that go into neutral tabletop. You're going to straighten that left leg and lift it up behind you so that your spine and your leg are in a straight line, and lift your right arm up so that it's parallel right next to your right ear. And you're going to balance here for a moment, tucking in those lower ribs and that lower belly. And we're going into awkward airplane pose, so open that right arm out to the side and bring that left knee out to the side like a fire hydrant pose. Just hold it there for a second. Beautiful, and come back to tabletop position. Shake it out a little bit. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Straighten that right leg out, lifting the legs so that your leg and spine are in one line with your neck. Don't let your chin come up. And then open your left arm out in front of you, parallel to your ear. Beautiful. Tuck those lower ribs in. And then open the left arm out to the side and bring your right knee up to the side like a fire hydrant pose. And bring it back to tabletop position. Open the left leg out to the side, keeping the foot on the mat, tabletop pose, leg to the side, and then you're going to thread the needle with your right arm so that your right ear comes to the mat. Just breathe here, trying to keep the hips square. If you'd like, you can open the left arm up to the ceiling or take a bind. Great, let it all go. Back to tabletop position, and then open the right leg out to the side, right foot on the ground. You're going to thread the left arm through. Left ear comes to the mat. Squaring off the hips. You can open the right arm if you'd like, or take a bind. Gorgeous. Meet me in child's pose, Balasana. Beautiful. Now tuck the toes and meet me in downward facing dog. Since this is the first one of our practice, you are more than welcome to pedal out the feet, shift the hips. Beautiful. And slowly, with baby steps, walk up to the front of your mat into a forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows and bob side to side. Great. Inhale, straight spine, hands on the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. And then slowly, to a count of 10, we're going to roll up to standing. 10, 9, 8, 7, head's the last thing to come up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Rolling out the shoulders, rolling back, rolling forward. Close down the eyes for just a moment. Feel into your internal landscape. Beautiful. We're going into a half-sun salutation because the most famous star that we know of is the sun. So in Tadasana, starting in Tadasana, let's go ahead and inhale, lift the arms up overhead, looking at the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, or hop back to a high plank pose. And then slowly lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to low cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale the left foot between your palms. We're coming into a low lunge pose. Bring the arms up overhead, pressing the hips down. And then bring your hands to the mat and shift your hips back in space to a half split, Hanumanasana. You can keep a slight bend in the left knee here. Great. Bend back into a lunge, keeping that right hand on the mat, and lift the left arm up to the ceiling for a nice revolved low lunge pose. You can be on your knee or have your knee lifted here. Looking up at the ceiling or at your thumb. Beautiful. If your knee was not on the mat, go ahead and put that knee on the mat, and then we're opening up into a half moon variation with your knee on the floor. So bring that left leg out to the back of the mat, keeping it straight. Left arm up in the air. You can grab onto the left toes if you'd like, bending that left knee. Looking up at the ceiling, balancing. Gorgeous. Now gently let go of those toes, bringing your left hand back onto the mat, and then swing that left leg, the left foot to the outside of your left hand. We're coming into lizard pose. You can either come down on your elbows or stay on top of your hands if that's good for you. Pressing the hips towards the mat. Gorgeous. Bringing the left foot to meet the right, getting back on your hands for plank pose. And then either taking your flow, chaturanga, up dog, or knees, chest, chin to low cobra. Meet me in downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale the right foot forward between the hands, lifting the arms up, pressing the hips down to the mat for low lunge pose, Anjaneyasana. Bring your hands back down to the mat and bring your hips back in space for a half split pose, Ardha Hanumanasana. Stretching out the right quadricep, keeping a slight bend in that right knee, don't overextend it. Bending forward if that's comfortable. Beautiful. Bend the right knee, coming back into a lunge pose. Bring your left hand down onto the mat and the right hand up to the ceiling for a revolved lunge pose. Your knee can either be down on the mat or lifted. If your knee was lifted, go ahead and set that on the mat, and we're going into the half moon variation with knee on the floor on this side. You're going to open that right leg out to the back of the mat, opening the right palm up to the ceiling, looking up at the ceiling if you'd like, grabbing onto those right toes if you can reach them. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Gently letting that go. Bring the right hand back down to the mat and bring that right foot to the outside of the right hand for a lizard pose. You can go down on your elbows if that's comfortable for you, pressing the hips down onto the mat. Gorgeous. Coming back on top of your hands into plank pose. Then go ahead and take your flow. Meet me in downward dog. Beautiful. Step, jump, or hop to the front of your mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to stand, arms overhead, looking at the thumbs. Exhale into mountain pose, hands at heart center, close down the eyes. Beautiful. Flutter open the eyes and let's meet on our backs on the mat. We're coming into bridge pose, Setubandha, Sarvangasana. You want to make sure you can still graze the backs of your ankles with your fingertips. Opening up those shoulders, really trying to push those shoulders into the mat, pushing the palms into the mat. And then on an inhale, push into your heels so that your hips just float up to the ceiling. Continuing to open up those shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Gorgeous. Coming back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your knees into your chest for Pawan Muktasana, wind release pose. You can draw U's in the ceiling with your knees, side to side, or you can make circles with your knees, whatever's good for you here. And then grab onto the outer blades of your feet, opening your knees up into your armpits for happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Really trying to push your tailbone into the mat and keep your neck and shoulder blades pushing into the mat as well. Gorgeous. And stacking your knees one on top of the other off to the right side of your mat. Open your left arm out and look over your left shoulder for a spinal twist. Beautiful. Lifting up with your right hand to help protect your lower back. Lifting those knees and letting them fall to the left side. Opening the right arm out, looking over the right shoulder. You can use your left hand to push your knees back into center to protect your lower back. And meet me in corpse pose, Shavasana. Lying flat on your back, arms at your sides, palms facing up. Shut down the eyes and let go of any controlled breathing. Feel yourself sink into the mat. And slowly begin to scan down your body from your head to your toes, relaxing anything you discover that's tight. We'll be here for a minute or so. Invite in a deep inhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, circling out the wrist and the ankles. Stretch your arms above your head and zip your legs together for a full body morning stretch. Roll over to one side and curl tightly into a fetal position. Give thanks for 3 things you're grateful for. Using your top hand, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position, eyes remaining closed if possible. Bring your hands together in prayer at heart center, and we'll seal our practice together with an Om. Deep inhale in. Om. Flutter open the eyes. Our pranayama practice today is moon breathing, Chandra Bedana Pranayama, and it's very similar to Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, except we will inhale only through the left side, the side that rules the rest and digest functions of the body, and exhale through the right. You can do this anytime you're feeling amped up and want to calm down, overheated, or if you have insomnia in the bed in the middle of the night. Sit in a comfortable seated position, or you can do this lying down on your back, or even curled on your right side. Close your right hand in a loose fist, thumb pointing out, pinky and ring finger extended. Take in a deep breath. Fill your lungs and feel your chest expand. Use your right thumb to close off your right nostril. Exhale completely. Inhale gently through the left nostril to fill the lungs. After you inhale, press the ring finger against the left nostril to block it. At this point, both nostrils are blocked, and you should hold the breath as much as you can, just a couple seconds. When you're ready to exhale, keep the left nostril blocked and open the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril and empty the lungs. This is 1 full round of Chandra Bedana Pranayama. Let's do it again. Close the right nostril with the thumb and inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril and hold your breath. Release the thumb from the right nostril and exhale everything out the right. This completes round 2. Let's go for 6 more rounds together. Inhale through the left. Close. Hold. Exhale through the right. Close the right. Inhale through the left. Close. Hold. Exhale through the right. Close the right. Open the left. Inhale through the left. Close. Hold. Exhale through the right. Close the right. Open the left. Inhale through the left. Close. Hold. Exhale through the right. Close the right. Inhale through the left. Close. Hold. Exhale through the right. Close the right. 1 more round. Open and inhale through the left. Close. Hold. Exhale through the right. Close the right. Wonderful. Now let your breathing return to normal. You can build up to practice 12 rounds of Chandra Bedana Pranayama. Close down your eyes for a moment and feel the difference between your current state and how you felt at the beginning of class. Flutter open the eyes. Excellent, excellent work today. Continuing forward this week with the energy of the star, explore ways in which you can heal and self-soothe the soul. Maybe you'll find healing in a ritual bath or in yoga nidra, a short nap or a long meditation. Can you go stargazing this week? If you are unfamiliar with astrology, this is the best time to find out where the planets are in your natal chart and how these energies affect you. If you enjoyed this class, let me know by clicking the thumbs up button, and if you want to keep up with these esoteric yoga sessions, be sure to subscribe to this channel for a new video every Monday at 8 a.m. If you would like to join my exclusive and free group for spiritual seekers, the link is in the description, along with several other links of interest. Thank you for joining me and channeling the energy of the star for this occult asana practice. Namaste.